Hey guys, welcome to Dylan's Little Hobbies. And today, we have something sad to talk about. We are going to be talking about the series finale of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Psych, guess what? It was announced that Season 5 is not going to be the last season. They are in fact going to be doing a Season 6. That's right, they are in fact going to be doing a Season 6. Oh my god, with that said, I want to talk about Season 6, but let's actually review the last episode of Season 5 real quick, okay? So let's go ahead and do it. Welcome to Dylan's Little Hobbies, and today we are going to be reviewing Season 5, Season Finale, not Series Finale, and that makes me so happy. I have some concerns about Season 6, but I'll get into that in a couple minutes. Let me talk about Season 5. So, in this last episode, we started off on a pretty sour note. We got Colsin laying down on pretty much his deathbed. I thought Colsin was going to die right then and there, especially since he was refusing to take the serum. And then he actually does get up just in time to hear the fact that Mac is going to actually be in charge of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, here's the thing about that. I love Daisy, don't get me wrong, but I agree with Daisy, although Colson wanted Daisy to lead. I agree with Daisy that Mac he's just a better choice for a leader of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Does that make sense? He's just a better choice for the leader of S.H.I.E.L.D. to me. That's just a fact. He doesn't let things really get in the way of what he needs to do, and he tries to keep his humanity every time that he kills somebody. So it just seems like a much better way to end the season with him being the leader and not Daisy, who is always rushing in based on feelings. And then, of course, it's a great way to get Yo-Yo back on the team, right? Because Yo-Yo is pretty much against everybody right now. Yeah, so that again is just kind of, I agree with it. It's kind of bittersweet though. And then we actually get into what's going on next. So again, Coulson never took the serum. He gave the serum to Daisy, and he told Daisy that he gave her everything he gave her everything that she needed to defeat Graviton or Talbot. And I did not realize this at first, but and that is actually we actually get confirmed by a Raven, I believe, when she says something is different this time around. Coulson can put the pieces together, and he did. I believe in the other universe or other timeline, if you want to go by that, that they probably did save Coulson, and well, there's a lot of things that could have probably gone wrong with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. that led into the future of that they were trapped in. Of course, this is the way that I viewed it. They probably did save Coulson. They probably did gave Coulson the serum, and because of that, he could never talk down Talbot, and Talbot probably got a hold of Daisy and absorbed her and destroyed the Earth, again killing Coulson along with the Earth. So that is how I think the timeline went. Of course, in this timeline, that doesn't happen. In this timeline, he gave Daisy the serum, and to kind of cut this short, she does try to appeal to his better nature. Doesn't work. He is about to absorb her when she finally finds the serum. She takes the serum and kicks his butt, sends him straight off to space. Now, I want to really talk about that. That to me is kind of bittersweet for Talbot. I absolutely loved it. I feel as though that might not be the ending of him. I mean, I know that he can't survive in space, and they obviously can put it like he can survive in space, and he did die like that. They can do that. But I feel like because they have a season 6 announced, by this time they would know that they would be doing a season 6. I feel like if they did not know that season 6 was coming, they wouldn't have sent Talbot to space. They would have probably killed him right there off, no second guess. Now they obviously could say that he's dead and he's gone and we're never gonna see him in season 6, okay? They can do that. Even if he does come back, it would still be a bittersweet ending because he wouldn't be Talbot. He would still be Graviton. And it's just, yeah. What can I say? I just feel like I expected more action in that part of the episode. And it's not that I needed it more, but it's just that I wanted it more, and that's great. When you got the feeling that you don't need more, but you're always gonna want more. But as long as you don't need more, that's great. And honestly, if that's the ending of Talbot, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Now, because of the whole time travel thing, it leads to a couple of weird plot holes and mysteries and stuff like that, and they could, again, answer it in Season 6. They don't need to, but one of the big plot holes is, of course, Deke. We saw Deke's room at the end, and Deke's stuff is gone. Where is Deke? It could be they just left. We could see him in Season 6, and they could play it as Deke is in our universe, our timeline, because of a multi-universe thing. Where he comes from a different universe, and the only way to get him back is now not to go through time, but to go through a universal thing. Not a dimensional thing, a universal thing. Does that make sense? Probably not, but that's what I'm going with. But again, they could say that was the end of Fitz. Fitz just blinked out of existence, you know? I mean, it seemed like his stuff was gone, so it just makes sense that he just blinked out of existence. With that said, that leaves other plot holes and things, you know? I love time travel. It's my absolute favorite thing to talk about when it comes in stories, but the thing is, you don't ever want to actually dive deep into time travel, even though that's like one of my favorite things to do. It's just, it's very complicated and very, very odd to do. And the thing is, since Deke was never born, and since the next timeline never happened, Deke's timeline never happened, that means our Fitz, he's frozen in time. Our Fitz, the time that we are in now, he's frozen. And he's gonna wake up in, of course, 75, I don't know how many years, 74, 73 years, something like that. And he's gonna wake up to a happy universe. But because of that, that means he never goes back in time, he never saves everybody, and he never ends up dying in our universe. And yeah, when Fitz died, let me tell you, I was not thinking of frozen Fitz at all. When Fitz died, and they had the little thing with the shining the death plaque, I thought it was gonna say Fitz. I thought it was going to say Leopold Fitz on that death plaque, and I thought Fitz actually died, which he did. And it actually does answer a plot hole. I mean, if we went to go save Fitz next season and still had this Fitz around, there would be, number one, there would be two Fitzes, and that will be really weird to explain. Not to mention, which one does Gemma go with? Her husband Fitz from the future, or our time Fitz that's frozen in time? So, they written themselves a Fitz out of that. A fits, you forget. They've written itself to where Fitz died, and I forgot all about Frozen Fitz, and that scene was absolutely incredible. And I just, when I heard that they're still the Frozen Fitz, my heart just, they literally had my heart skip a beat. Fitz and Colson are my two favorite characters. I don't know which one I like more. Probably Fitz. He's definitely has a story to tell. I love Fitz. He's an awesome character. They've written themselves a fix because now that the future time fix is dead, we can go ahead and save our Frozen Fitz from our timeline. But that also leaves an issue. If what's his name? If Deke did disappear, that means the future never happened, and that means our future Fitz here, that died. Sure, maybe he shouldn't have just died. Maybe he should have just disappeared because, again, if Deke just disappeared, then sure enough he just disappeared because, again, time travel is just weird. But it seems to me if Deke really did disappear, then the future Fitz that we had should have disappeared as well. And remember, the Fitz that died, that's the future Fitz. Okay? That's the one that went all the way through the frozen timeline to save our people and get them back to our timeline. It's time travel is weird. Time travel is weird. I love it. I love it in every single story that ever does time travel. But it's a mess, and you're never gonna solve all the issues. But that's kind of the fun part of it. Anyway, of course, in season 6, they could explain it like it's because of a multi-universe thing, and we could get Deke back. But they honestly don't have to. That could have been the ending. Of this could be the season finale. This could have been the series finale. And we could have had Deke just gone. We could have had Talbot dealt with, and they just ended it. I know they kind of ended it on a sour note, but I mean it's just perfect, really, the way they ended it, and it really felt like a series finale when you got to the ending of it, and when they revealed that it was actually Philip Coulson's death plaque, again, that just calmed my heart about Fitz. But of course, I was really sad about Colson, and Colson left. Colson said goodbye to everybody except May. He took May along with him, and they ended up on a sandy beach. Colson has maybe a week to 2 weeks at the most. He's gonna die. He's gonna die with the one he loves the most. He said goodbye to everybody, and he's gonna die on a sandy beach. It's a perfect ending for Colson. It really is. And this is what I love about this season, is that this season really felt like a series finale. Not just that, but, it's all throughout the series of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They give, even the somewhat minor characters, the minor villains, if you will, or antagonists at least, they give them all a backstory, a character, and a story arc. And a lot, and I do mean a lot of series do not do that for anyone except their main characters. So the fact that in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they give that to just about everybody, including the villains, sort of a character arc, that's incredible. And the fact that they pulled everything back together again, even though, let's be honest, the first couple of episodes of season 1 from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., you never would have thought that they would bring that back into play in season 5, but they definitely did, and they just wrapped it up so well, and we got throughout the entire series a perfect story for these characters, and at the end, them possibly just going to go save Fitz, and that being the end of it, it's a perfect ending for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I almost wish that was the ending of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Here's the thing. I I always want more Agents of Shield. Who said they wouldn't want more of Agents of Shield, right? But I don't feel like I need more. And that's really important. When you're ending a story, and the most important thing to me is always story when it comes to anything I watch, read, or enjoy, is how is the story. And this is the absolute best storytelling I have ever seen I'm 21. I've seen lots of shows and books and movies, and this is the absolute best storytelling I've ever seen. And the fact that it's a show, well, a live action show, that's pretty incredible. That's actually just a show, not even a movie. Best storytelling I've ever seen. And the fact that they've left me not needing more but wanting more, that's important. As long as I want more but don't feel like I need more, then that to me is a good ending. And they could obviously end it there. They obviously could. We got announced that it's not the last season though. So let's talk about what they could do in Season 6. Season 6. Okay, obviously they can bring back Talbot. Obviously, they can bring back Deke. Obviously, they could even bring back. I think they could bring back May. Colsin would be questionable considering he should die in like 2 weeks, right? But they could bring him back. They could bring him back for maybe 1 or 2 episodes. Be awesome if they bring him back for the entire season. Although, how did they get around him supposed to be dying? That's questionable. Another character that I would really like to see back in Season 6 that I thought we were going to see in Season 5 is the Ghost Rider. I wanted more of Ghost Rider. I didn't need more of Ghost Rider. Like I said, Season 5 was a great ending point to me, It didn't leave any plot holes, storylines, untold storylines, untold plot holes, or anything like that. They could have easily wrapped up there, but since they are going to be doing Season 6, I would like to see Ghost Rider back. Yeah, and I would actually like to see more from Mr. Peter, the cyborg guy now that has been there from Season 1. Here's a question. Ward. Could they bring Ward back? I don't know how, but that would be fun. If we can't have Colson back, somehow have a storyline where we have Ward. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't want them to bring the character back just for the sake of bringing the character back, but if they can somehow write him back into the story, where he ends up alive, that would be really interesting. Another big thing that they really have to play is what happened in Avengers Infinity War. So, no spoilers. I'll just say this. There are quite a few things that happen and quite a few people die. For those who have watched the movie, you know what I am talking about. I thought what happened in the movie was going to downplay into this show, and they didn't do that. I feel like next season they have to, and if I'm being honest with you, I don't think it's going to be Daisy. I really don't think it's going to be Gemma and that would be ridiculous if they find Fitz for him just to die because of what happens in Infinity War to me. They are going to find Fitz though. I do believe that. I feel like Mac and Yo-Yo, either Mac or Yo-Yo or both, are going to die because of what happens in Infinity War. I don't know which one's gonna die. One of them could die, or both of them could die. I don't know why. I just have a feeling out of all of the characters that could, especially characters that could really rip our hearts out. Like, I don't want to see any of these characters die, but either Mac or Yo-Yo, especially Mac. If one of those two characters die because of what happens in Infinity War, that will be nuts. But they have to deal with what happened in Infinity War, I do believe. They're going to be doing Season 6. They have to deal with what happened in Infinity War. With that said, nope, that's about it. I absolutely love Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I can't wait for Season 6. Can't wait for Season 6. I hope you guys really enjoy it. I know this video is going a little bit long. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Bye.